Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're doing a reading for the general, for everybody. This is an oracle reading, and what we're doing is what happened is for the last 2 days I've gone outside to walk the dogs and just spend a little bit of time in nature, and I saw a hawk. The first time I saw a hawk, it was circling around and just kind of like doing a hawk thing. The next time I saw it, it was what actually caught my attention were feathers. Feathers were like blowing down into the wind. And I look up to a telephone pole and I see this hawk, and it's pulling the feathers off of a black bird that it's getting ready to feed off of. So the hawk had been hunting. It caught a prey, and I left it at that. I thought about taking a picture of it, but I didn't. So I went on to do other things. And then I've been struggling with some readings that I just don't feel comfortable with. So I'm like, no, I'm not posting that. And no, I'm not posting that one either. So I decided to check on the animal, the spirit guide, which would be the hawk. And what we're doing is I'm taking that from this book. It's called Medicine Cards. It's a uh, it's called Medicine Cards: The Discovery of Power Through the Ways of Animals, written by Jamie Sams and David Carson, and illustrated by Angela C. Mernicki. It's from Bear and Company in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And this is it's a tarot deck or an oracle deck. See, this is what they look like. I'm gonna put that right there. And I'm going to be reading from this one because I don't have this memorized. I don't always do the medicine cards, but I do like them for myself. And then while I was thinking about doing the reading for myself, I thought, well, maybe I should share this with you guys. Maybe there's someone else out there that's seeing hawks in their vicinity or in their yards or when they go on walks or at the park, whatever. So the first thing we can see on this card is that hawk is number 2. It has a number 2. And the 2 is actually a good number. It's relationships and cooperation. And the readings I was having trouble with had to do with relationships. I was having a little bit of, I wasn't liking the outcome of the readings. I'm like, I'm not saying that. Even if that's true, I mean, they can figure that out on their own. They don't need somebody on YouTube to tell them, you know. So, and then I had a dream, which we won't discuss. This is about the animal spirit guide in the form of a hawk. And we're going to get on with it, okay? 2, hawk, messenger. Hawk is akin to Mercury, the messenger of the gods. Hawk medicine teaches you to be observant, to look at your surroundings. Observe the obvious in everything you do. Life is sending you signals. Life is the initiation. If you have pulled the hawk card, then right now, a clue about the magic of life is being brought to you. This magic can imbue you with the power to overcome a currently stressful or difficult situation. The test is your ability to observe the nuances of power lurking nearby. Is power the talent you have and are not using? Are solutions always hard to find because you have lost the broader vision of Hawk? Or is the Great Spirit displaying a gift that you need only to receive? Have the colors of the morning inspired you to create? Or has the gloominess of a present situation left you earthbound, unable to hear the voice within, the raindrops splashing on your windshield? Pay attention. You are only as powerful as your capacity to perceive, receive, and use your abilities. This is interesting. You are only as powerful as your capacity to perceive, receive, and use your abilities. What is called for here is an intuitive ability to discern the message carried within the cry of hawk. The shrillness of hawk's call pierces the state of awareness and asks you to seek the truth. The ancients recognized the magnificent bird of prey as a messenger bringing tidings to their earth walk, the good red road, from the world of the grandfathers and grandmothers who lived before them. If hawk were to magically cry, it was a sign to beware or be aware. This could mark the coming of a warring tribe, the birth of a child, or the celebration of counting coup. Hawk's cry signaled the need for the beholder to heighten awareness and receive a message. Hawk medicine is a totem that is filled with responsibility because hawk people see the overall view. Hawk is not like mouse, who sees everything through a magnifying glass. Hawk medicine people are aware of omens, messages from the spirit, and the color of the calling card you gave them 3 months ago. No detail slips by them unnoticed. If hawk has circled and landed in your card spread, you are to be aware of signals in your life, so notice and receive them. Hawk may be teaching you to grab an opportunity which is coming your way. On the other hand, Hawk may be bringing you the message that you should circle over your life and examine it from a higher perspective. From this vantage point, you may be able to discern the, the hazards which bar you from freedom and flight. Remember, Hawk has a keen eye and a bold heart, for Hawk flies close to the light of grandfather's sun. Now remember, at the beginning of the reading, I mentioned that I was having problems with my readings because I wasn't happy with them and I was not giving out the message that I thought that you guys wanted to hear. So now we're going to read the contrary of hawk and tell me if this doesn't. Okay, here goes. Contrary. If you have drawn hawk reversed, it may be because you have shut down your powers of observation on some level. If something in your life has become too painful to feel, too unbelievable to hear, or too dark to see, it is time to examine the point at which you choose to let yourself become emotionally involved and to no longer be the observer. When you allow your emotions to override your perceptions, the message from Hawk cannot penetrate the chaos and confusion. At this point, you are asked to be mindful of the honest observer's neutral position, which allows the message to be intuitively and clearly understood, without emotion coloring its true meaning. Emotional coloring is a tendency of hawk medicine people when they are off balance. Their emotions cloud their vision and lead to a crash landing. The eagle can clip the wings and leave hawk grounded. Also, if hawk believes that those who cannot fly the same way she does have weaker perceptions, then the winged messenger has not understood his or her own medicine. Freedom of flight is a privilege, and being a messenger is an honor. The responsibility for delivery of the message is up to you. Take your flight and forget about interpreting the omen your own way. Let the receiver decide what the message means. After all, unless it was sent specifically for you, you would be tampering. Hawk in the country position teaches you 1. To open up to the powers of observation. 2. Not to tell others how to think or behave. 3. To take care of your own emotional baggage before you begin receiving omens, visions, or messages. And 4. to remember that all gifts are equal in the eyes of the Great Spirit. So, I'm taking from what I saw the hawk eating its its prey and it being a bird, um, that perhaps I need to understand my own emotions on those readings. Obviously, they were hitting too close to home for them to be properly shared with you guys. Usually, I do a ritual where I detach myself so that I can receive for the collective and not just for me. But sometimes Spirit has other opinions. So I'm taking this very seriously and I am going to work not only on my views, but I'm also going to allow the readings to come through as they're meant to be and let you guys decide whether or not it resonates. This is how I start out my readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Because maybe it's not meant for you. Maybe it's meant for someone else. So, with this said, this is the message of Hawk. Yes, it was a message for me, but I'm thinking that maybe somebody else out there might be needing to hear this message as well. So I'm sharing it with you. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll be seeing you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.